Welcome to another episode of the Storm the Court podcast. I'm Zane Ellis, and I just finished watching an absolute thriller between the Oklahoma City Thunder and the Houston Rockets. Listen, I might be caught in the moment, but Alperen Sengun is officially the most underrated big man in the league. He dropped 31 points, 4 assists, and looked like a world beater out there. You can't just sleep on this guy anymore. Going into the game, expectations were sky high. The Thunder are sitting pretty with a 64-12 record, and everyone thought they'd roll through the Rockets, especially with Dillon Brooks suspended for Houston. The Rockets had won 8 of their last 10 at home, but without Brooks, they were supposed to be vulnerable. On the other hand, the Thunder have been on a phenomenal roll, winning 18 of their last 19 games. You could feel the anticipation. Both teams were vying for playoff positioning as we near the end of the regular season. Now the game itself, wow. It was a back-and-forth battle, but the Thunder ultimately edged out a 123-116 victory. Both teams had moments where they could have flipped the script, but the Thunder pulled away late in the fourth. Oklahoma City's dominance was evident, outscoring Houston significantly in the second half, when it mattered most. You just couldn't help but admire their poise during crunch time. As I watched, I felt a roller coaster of emotions. Anticipation turned into excitement. Then, frustration for the Rockets, as they couldn't quite close the gap. The crowd in Houston was electric, but the Thunder were just relentless. With Brooks out, the Rockets had to find their footing without their emotional leader, and that showed in their defensive lapses at key moments. Now let's talk about the stud and dud of the night. Alperen Sengun obviously takes the crown for the stud, with 31 points on 52% shooting. He was the heart of the Rockets' offense tonight, dominating both the paint and perimeter. But for the dud, you gotta look at Jalen Green. Yes, he scored 34 points, but that came at the cost of 24 shots. Not super efficient. If he's ever going to take the leap we're all hoping for, he needs to rein in those shot attempts and be a bit more selective. Now for a little big fact versus big cap. There's been a narrative floating around that this Rockets team, despite its growing pains, could be a playoff threat. And honestly, that's a big fact. Even without Brooks, they have the talent. This game proved they can hang around with the big dogs. Sengun and Green are no joke. And let's not forget, they beat the Thunder last time they met. To wrap it all up, the Thunder solidified their position at the top of the Western Conference, while the Rockets showcased that, even when the chips are down, they're a young, feisty team not to be overlooked. I can't wait to see how this all shakes out as we head into the playoffs. We'll be back soon with more.